Okay boys, here we are again with another health and wellbeing video. This time I thought we'd do something a little bit different. We've been doing a few workout ones, a few mindfulness ones, a few skills ones. This one's actually a recovery one. A lot of us would have been training and working out pretty hard during this time. So this is a good one just to help us through and recover our muscles so that next time we go and do some training or a workout, we're feeling okay. And then we can sort of build up some more workouts through the week and increase our frequency a little bit so we're not feeling that sore. So what I've got with me today is a roller and an exercise mat. So we're going to do basically a rolling routine and a static stretch routine. And every sort of roll we do, we're going to stretch that muscle group straight after. And that's what we're achieving today. Not going to go for that long. It's literally going to be about 8 or 9 minutes of work here. But if you can find this time at the end of a workout, the end of a run, the end of a training session, I guarantee you'll feel so much better for the next time that you have a crack at something. All right. So firstly, what we're going to do is we're going to roll out the calves. Okay. So I'm going to put the roller underneath my calves, and I'm simply going to balance on my hands, put all my weight on my calves and roll back and forth about 10 or so times, and I can feel a bit of soreness in there, and this rolling motion is really ironing out the muscles. Already they're feeling a lot better after about 10 or so rolls. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to bend one leg, I'm going to grab the foot, I'll grab the toes and pull it in towards me and get a good stretch in my calves. Okay, I'm going to try and hold that for 4 or 5 breaths, about 20 seconds minimum, making sure that you're doing it for long enough to get the right benefits. Alright, swap sides, bend that leg, pull it into yourself, feel that in your calves. They're starting to feel a little bit better already. All right, next one we're going to do is the hamstrings. So underneath, it's going to roll up and down. Once again, you're balancing on your hands, and the roll is just going up and down your hamstring muscles, which are the muscles behind your thigh on the back of your leg. Okay, often ones that get tight and injured from fast running or any sort of heavy leg work. And to stretch them, I'm going to do a couple. The old sit and reach stretch is just as good as any. Once again, try to grab your toes if you can. If you can't get that far, just hold a position that's comfortable for you. And you're just holding your legs out as straight as you can, feeling that stretch in the legs. The other one we want to go into today is the hurdler stretch, which you just bend one leg and the foot rests on the opposite knee, and then you try and lean over that stretching leg and try and get as far as you can each time. Those of you who are pretty flexible might get to a point where you can get really close to your knee with your face, and that's a bit of a challenge for us all if you can get to that point. Swapping over, once again, holding it for at least 20 seconds on each stretch. I might be going a little bit quicker on that today for the purpose of this video, but if you were to do this one at home, just hold things for a little bit longer to get the full benefit out of it. All right. So the next one we want to do is probably the hardest one of all. We're putting the roller on the outside of our thigh, or the ITB area, which is a band of tissue that goes all the way from your hips to your knee, and is often the thing that gets tightest in our workouts. Certainly after long runs or long training sessions, this is the thing we can feel the most. So it's like a rolling pin ironing out that area. So that's starting to feel a bit better now. I'll swap over the other side. If you're pretty tight in that area, it can hurt a bit to start with, but after a while, once you've ironed out those muscles a fair bit, you'll start to feel heaps better. All right, now the stretch we want to do for that one, you're going to need a little bit of padding underneath your leg. So I'm going to roll this mat up, and what I want to do is put my knee on that leg, I'm just getting into a hip flexor stretch to start with. And I'm focusing on the side of my leg that I was just rolling, okay? And then to increase that stretch, I'm actually going to see if I can hold my foot against my leg, really stretch out my upper body so I'm getting some good length in my core, which increases the stretch that I'm going for. And I can certainly feel it in that part that I was just rolling. All right, swap sides. Once again, I've got decent padding underneath my knee. If you're on a hard surface, it can be pretty uncomfortable. All right, but with a bit of padding, it feels pretty good. And if you're pushing your hips forward and getting enough of a stretch here, you can actually focus on the areas you want. I'm going to focus on that side of my thigh again, that ITB part that goes from here all the way down to my knee, which I was certainly getting a good roll on. And then this side's a little bit different to the other side in that it's had some more injuries over the time. So instead of actually putting the other leg out, I'm just going to grab my leg at the back and do a quad stretch that way. All right. And once again, I can feel that in those sore spots that I need. All right. That's probably the hardest rolls and stretches you'll do today. The next one we want to do is on the back, and this one feels really good. So put it in the lower of your back, and you're just rolling back and forward. Once again, like an iron pin. Just ironing out your muscles. And you can turn the roller the other side as well. And you can go side to side with your back. Okay. And I'm going to do a couple of back stretches to finish with, and that'll be a good little recovery session for today. So first one, what I want to do is pull my knees as close to my chest as I can, and then in my upper body, I want to pretend that someone's pulling on my head, so my upper body is getting fully lengthened, my spine's getting a good stretch, but I'm also drawing my chin down into my chest. So I'm getting a full stretch in my spine, which is what I'm trying to go for here. And you might also wiggle from side to side a little bit, which gives your back a little bit of a massage as you're doing it. So from here, we're going to go straight into a spinal twist stretch, which will be the last one for today. So basically you take one leg and you push it over the top, and your upper body turns the opposite direction, and pushing your stretching back with your other arm to get that little bit more of a stretch. And you should feel that release a little bit, hopefully. And even if you feel a crack, that's okay.
might feel a crack on the way back as you're turning it too. All right, other side. Okay. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. So that's 10 minutes of work right there. And if you complete that sort of recovery after a session, I guarantee you'll feel heaps better the next time you have a crack. All right? Thank you.